I'm building out my garage and I am stoked. It's the first time that I have ever owned a garage, and it's the first time that I'm going to have a proper gear wall. As I build out the garage, I'm going to document the process, make a series about it, and this is the first episode. So let's walk through my vision. This wall here is going to be the gear wall. In the corner, I'm going to have a spot to hang some skis. In order to do that, I have a set of gravity grabbers. So I have a 6-pack of those. They'll all be mounted up here and keep my skis nice and organized. Next to that, I wanted a spot to dry my gear. So I have a gear dryer wall mount 12, which will, well, be wall mounted right here. And it will be for drying my ski boots, my mitts, my helmet. Start each day with some nice dry gear. Coming a little bit further down the wall, in this space here, on the bottom I'm going to have a bench, so somewhere to sit down when I'm putting my ski boots on. In the corner I'm going to have my set of lockers. So these lockers here, they're sitting in the middle of this pile of stuff that needs to get organized, but they'll be moved over to the corner. And then next to the lockers and above the bench in this area here will be a pegboard that I build, just somewhere to hang bags and other miscellaneous gear. And then extending onto the back wall will be a bit of a continuation of the gear wall, because right here next to the electrical panel, I want to have a spot to hang a couple bikes. I don't have them yet, but I'm going to order a couple of steady racks to do that. And then as we move down the back wall a little bit further, this area here is going to be a workshop area. So what I'll do is I'll build a bench for along the bottom here, and then above that I'll figure out some sort of system to organize my tools, just somewhere to work on miscellaneous projects. And that brings us to the third wall, so the wall opposite the gear wall, and this is going to be my workstation area. I'll set up a desk so I can put my laptop there, an external monitor, have somewhere to film and edit, and also just work on my day job. So that's the overall plan: a desk workstation area, a workshop area, and then a gear wall. And where we're at today is, so far I've had some electricians in to do some electrical work, and we started with adding an outlet here for the desk workstation. That's why the drywall's all cut up. For the back wall, there was one outlet, but we added a second outlet. So lots of power to plug in, say, an iron for waxing skis or a battery charger for drills and whatnot. Then down at the bottom here, I have a electric baseboard heater, but the control for it was the analog control, so you couldn't really tell what temperature you're setting it to. So the electricians bypassed the control and ran a wire so I could set up a digital thermostat. I have the MISA for that. And then lastly, we did one more outlet on the gear wall specific for the gear dryer. All right, so that's where we're at today. Coming up next, I have some drywall work scheduled, patch up everything that the electricians cut open and do some other patchwork. Then I'm going to get it painted as well. And then from there, I'll actually start building out the gear wall and then move on to the workshop area and the desk area. If you want to follow the journey, you know what to do. Hit subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.